Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you've been having a good week so far and taking time for yourselves to relax and do the things that make you happy. Today, I thought I'd sit down and talk with you guys a little bit about how I stay motivated and how I stay driven to get things done throughout the week, or maybe stick to a routine type thing. I got this request originally a few weeks ago on Cameo, but I've been asked this quite a bit in the past, and I thought it would be a good video topic to talk about. So, I'm just gonna do some soft speaking today. I'm not gonna be whispering. So I've been whispering a lot lately, and I guess people miss the soft spoken videos. So if you are one of those that have requested soft speaking, then this is for you, and I hope you enjoy. So I didn't plan this video. I didn't plan anything I was going to talk about. I thought it'd be more authentic to just sit down and have a heart-to-heart talk, and whatever comes to mind is what I say. So I'll start off and say that everybody gets in a rut, and that's okay. I think the last thing that you should do when you're already in a rut is, be hard on yourself or beat yourself up for not getting things done. There are several ways to get out of a rut, though, but to me, I feel like it's just something you have to do very quickly. It's like a snap of the fingers type thing. You have to want to get out of the rut. That's the first step. Wanting to get out of the rut, and then figuring out what you want to do when you get out of the rut. And so that's the first thing. If you have been having a not so good, not so productive summer or a year, that doesn't mean the rest of the year has to be that way. You can turn things around any day, any single day of the year that you feel you're ready. You can make it a completely new start to a new journey for yourself. Okay? The second thing I want to say is that I have been a list maker since I was a little kid. And I don't mean just to-do lists. I would make lists upon lists upon lists about just things, and that helped my mind stay very organized. That helped me get all of my thoughts out on paper so that I wasn't just circling back through with all of these different racing thoughts. I could look at what my mind was wanting to think about, and it would show me what I was finding important most to me. So my one piece of advice to you, if you are stuck in a rut, or if you're seeming to just not be able to stay on a routine, my advice to you would be to start out with making lists. And you don't have to have a pen or a notebook or anything fancy to do it. If you have a cell phone, you can use your notes to write down. That's what I use. I don't want to waste, all kinds of paper. So I usually just write it down on my phone, and I will give myself little time slots. I'm sure you've seen lists be made before, but usually I like to start out pretty early in the morning. I like to give myself a time frame of morning stuff, wake up, brush my teeth, to get ready for the day. Breakfast time, all of these things, and then I will list things that I need to get done. So absolutely things that I need to get done that day, and then I'll make time for also things that I just want to do that day. And I feel like the days that I don't make a list, I'm kind of just spending a lot of time either scrolling on my phone or thinking about what I could be doing, or just things. And there's nothing wrong with that either. There's nothing wrong with having a lazy day, or a day where you're just going with the flow, living life, not really having a plan. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your soul and your mind is craving a routine, something to get you, in a more organized life path for a while, I guess, make those lists and try to stick to them as best as you can. Another thing I'd like to say is, don't forget to, be proud of yourself for every little achievement. Sometimes we only give ourselves a piece of, respect, like self-respect, if we've achieved our whole to-do list for that day, or if we've reached a long-term goal. Okay, so let's just give an example. Say you wanted to start a health journey. So tomorrow when you wake up, you're going to start eating healthy, you're going to start drinking plenty of water, you're going to start an exercise routine, and your main goal of this is to, lose 5 pounds. Let's just say that's your main goal. And this is totally just an example. So say you are sticking to this routine and you're sticking to it for a few weeks, and you've only lost a couple pounds, 2 pounds, but you've been eating healthy, you've been drinking water, you've been sticking to your exercise routine. You haven't rewarded yourself, though. You haven't given yourself that boost of self-love and self-respect and just a pat on the back, I guess. For all of these little things that you've done, you've been trying, and that's the main point of everything, is if you're trying your best and, doing something every day that is benefiting you, don't wait to be proud of yourself when you hit the long-term goal. You should be proud of yourself the entire journey, every step of the way. You should be excited about yourself and excited about what you're doing. And I think something that would help is to not just have one goal in mind, but have several different kinds of goals. Okay? And that way, the more goals you have, the more goals you reach, the more times that you will feel that inner happiness, like accomplished, and like you did something for yourself that you wanted to do. So and I'd make a list of all your goals, all of your short-term goals that might not take too long to accomplish, and then your long-term goals as well. That way you can stay organized and keep them all on paper. That way they're not just, getting lost in your head, or, you're forgetting what your main important priorities are for that week or that month or this year or just today even. And another thing that keeps me motivated is I have always had the mindset, ever since I was little. I don't know if I was born with it or what made me think this way, but when I was very little, I always thought to myself, do something in this moment that your future self will thank you for. So, and I thought about that, like with, I didn't like to eat dessert before dinner, you know, like some kids would. Some kids would be like, yes, give me all those cookies, I want them now. Not me. I always wanted my future self to have something to look forward to. So I would get the dinner out of the way, I'd eat those vegetables. You know what I mean? I would just do the hard work first and then benefit later. I always looked at things like that. And I'm not like that 100% of the time, you know, of course. There's some things that I'm like, I'm impatient about, you know. But if we could all have a little bit of that thought circling around in our head sometimes, and in a positive way, in a positive way, you know, do something today that tomorrow I'm gonna look back on and be like, wow, I did that, or wow, I don't have to do that today because I did it yesterday. You know, there's all kinds of things. There's always something that we can be doing. And I think that just that one sentence, that one quote or whatever, has got me where I am today with my productivity. You know, like I said, I'm not like 100% productive all the time. I do go through my own ruts where I'm just kind of overwhelmed or burnout or like not motivated, not wanting to do anything. I just want to, you know, not often, but there has been sometimes in my life where I have took days to just relax. I have mostly though, I have always been the type of person to want to get things done though. Like if I know I have stuff to do, I can't fully honestly relax completely until I know the stuff is done. Like I've just been that way my whole life. So if something like that could help you start being more productive or motivated to get things done, if you just think of it like that, that's just something that's helped me. And this might not work for everybody. I'm not promising, you know, that I'm not like a, I don't know, I don't have all the answers to everything, of course. But someone just asked my advice, my personal experiences with, you know, going through little ruts and getting out of them and trying to just stay on top of things. Make that list. Put the most important things up at the top, and then the things that maybe aren't so important, put in the bottom. And then just try to knock as many out as you can a day, and reward yourself as you go along. You know, make sure you take time out of your day to recognize your hard work and your achievements, because those little moments of realization of, you know, actually doing good throughout the day, those go a long way, I think. If you get too focused on just the buckling down on yourself, or however you want to put it, like self-discipline or doing chores or whatever, if you are just looking at it like that, then I think it's easier to just hate parts of the day, or like dread parts of the day if it's stuff that you've just been putting off a while, and now it's, you know, you've been going through your to-do list and now you're at that one task that you've just been not wanting to do. You know, remind yourself that you're doing a great job and that once you get that done, you're gonna feel so much better. Take time to have these positive thoughts and you know, reassure yourself that you got this, and you know, you're gonna feel so much better once you have all these things done. And also remind yourself that you're going to be able to full-fledged relax later without any built up, worries about not getting as much stuff as done. Also, another thing I will say is someone that has been in a rut before, and when I say rut, I mean like take a full week, just lay in bed, don't want to do anything, just that's it. And you just don't ever think you're gonna get back up and do anything again. You're just like, man, this is the life right here. Laying in bed, sleeping all day long. This is as good as it's gonna get. And you really believe that. You're like, man, I just wish I could do this all the time. Someone that has been there before. I'm telling you, the first couple days might feel kind of gloomy or hard or overwhelming once you start actually getting up at a certain time and making little rules for yourself and trying to accomplish all these things. It might feel weird at first, but after a few days of doing it, and your mind and body is going to start relying on this routine that you've built for yourself, and you're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling more motivated to do more things. And if you can set yourself up for enjoying your day as much as you can, I think that's a really important thing. So say you have to, say you have like a really big project that you wanted to do for a while, like clean your attic out or clean your whole basement out or something. I'm saying that because that's one of my things that I need to do. So I'm just using that as an example. But say you got something like that, like something just you've been putting off because no one's noticing that it's not done, but it's something that you need to do. You're gonna feel better once it's done. Make it fun somehow. So me talking about this, thinking about it, I think when I go to clean out my basement, I'm going to set myself up for a fun cleaning time. I'm gonna be playing music. I'm gonna have me a nice glass of iced coffee, something really good, something to keep me going, just keep me moving and looking forward to it, having fun. Like just plan out and picture, visualize this fun time cleaning instead of just thinking of it like, I gotta go down there and spend 2 or 3 hours of my life cleaning this basement that no one even looks at. I could easily think that way. Honestly, probably have been thinking that way. But once I paint a picture for myself and realize that it's not that big of a deal and it might be a little fun, I might find some stuff down there I haven't seen in a while, then I get kind of excited to go and do it, So, I don't know. I hope that this helped you in some way. I know it was a little rambly and kind of subject patchy, but I hope it was able to help. Let me think if there's any more advice that I could give for somebody trying to stay motivated. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess the last thing would be to focus on having a good night routine and a good morning routine. If you can get those two things first, like one at a time, first focus on building yourself a good morning routine. Like make a solid hour when you wake up. That is a routine. So you do the same kinds of things that first hour. Drink a nice big glass of water. Brush your teeth. Get dressed, stuff like that. And get in the habit of checking those things off your list. And then slowly just add more to that. And then at night, do the same things. Maybe you can add like a 5-minute yoga or stretching in bed, or 5 minutes of rubbing your feet. I know that's supposed to be really good for you. Maybe like, I don't know, there's all kinds of things. Maybe you have a hot cup of tea every night before bed. Just something like that to get you in the positive flow of things. Something that I would like to start incorporating into my day, which I'm going to. I went out and got a brand new notebook today. I want to start writing, like just journaling thoughts and stuff in the morning or at night. Even if it's just like 5 minutes or something. That's supposed to be very mentally therapeutic and emotionally therapeutic for us. So, definitely just, there's all kinds of positive things that we can add to our day every day that doesn't take that long. We just gotta think about doing them and then try our best to stick to it for a while. But I'm telling you, once you stick to it for a few days, a week, 2 weeks, it just becomes part of your life. And then, you look back to months ago when you didn't really have a routine and you were just kind of floating about. You look back to those days and you're like, man, how did I ever go through life without doing all of these great things that make me feel happy and good about myself every day? Maybe you'll have that thought. I don't know. Hopefully. But I want you to know that I am proud of you and I believe in you. And I get so many messages from you guys. And like I received one message from this very hard-working person. And they explained to me how their job takes up like so much of their life and they don't have much time to do all these other things. And I just want you to know, I guess not you specifically, but all of you to know, don't forget to be so proud of yourself for that, for what you do from day to day, what you do. I can assure you, you do something in your life that is amazing, impeccable, something worth being happy about and proud of yourself for. So really do some soul searching, I guess, and find out what it is that you do. What do you spend your time doing, and be proud of yourself for it, because you deserve that. But yeah, I guess that is all for this little ramble, this little chit chat. I hope that it was able to help somebody out there. Let me know if it did. It always makes me very happy to hear from you guys. And if you have any questions or any requests related to this topic, let me know and I'd be happy to do another ramble video. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys a little later, okay?